Welcome. In this video, we go through 3 psychology tricks to persuade anyone of anything. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on more of our content all about the mind, psychology, neuroscience, and all things regarding self-development gathered and packaged just for your growth. Enjoy. Now, let's begin. Number 1. Power sentences. We all learn in school that sentences have structure. And there are many different types of sentences, but this is just the boring stuff. What they didn't teach you in school is a concept that has many names, but for this video we will call it the power sentence. The power sentence has a very simple yet very effective structure. It begins as any other sentence would, but ends with a key component, a strong emotional trigger word. Ending with this kind of word follows a principle in psychology known as the serial position effect. This principle states that our brains are wired to remember the beginning and especially the end of detailed lists or experiences, more than any other part. Thus, because the power sentence ends with a strong emotional word, and this word carries the most weight in the sentence, for example, a regular person unfamiliar with this technique might say something like, "Jimmy, you should really take the trash out." However, the power version of this would go something like, "Jimmy, taking the trash out is important. Please do it now." This combines 2 power sentences to form a much stronger message with a sense of urgency. Number 2. Social proof. When making decisions, people are flawed. We don't always go with the most logical or ethical choice. We often find ourselves confused and looking to outside sources to help us make the decision. This is exactly where social proof comes in. Imagine you're at a new job and you come into the office to find all of your coworkers emailing their clients instead of calling them. You know there isn't any policy against calling clients, and you don't really prefer emailing to calling or vice versa. But at the end of the day you decide to use email. Why? Because it is what everybody else is doing. This is a perfect example of social proof. Naturally, people want to fit in. They don't want to be an outliner. Thus, if you can convince the person you are trying to persuade that a big majority of other people are doing whatever you want this person to do, they are far more likely to do it. Political leaders, whatever you may think of them politically, understand this principle very well. Instead of pointing to concrete details and specific facts, they often use social proof to justify what they say or do. Often, they just simply state, "Everybody agrees with me," and immediately their claims seem more credible to the average viewer. Number 3. Scarcity. Have you ever wondered why people value precious rocks and metals so much? The answer, of course, is that they are rare. And why do people strive to obtain Lambos, Ferraris, and other supercars? Sure, they are fast and nicely designed, very pretty indeed, but really people want them because few others can afford them. They're not only a sign of wealth, but of distinction, a separation. Objects or events that are seen as rare are generally given extra value in our society. Lambos are special largely for the same reason that lightning is. If every car on the road was a Lamborghini, if every other night sky was filled with thunderstorms, we wouldn't marvel at them as we do today. If you can persuade someone that something is rare or may not be available for them to obtain later, they are far more likely to get it right then and there. In conclusion, end sentences with strong words to create a more powerful message. Convince someone that everybody else is doing something, and they will do it too. And finally, recognize that rare or seemingly rare things are given extra value in our society. Uniqueness draws our attention and holds value. Be the uncommon man or woman, be you and be unique. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more daily content on this YouTube channel. And don't forget, my friends, as we let our own light shine, we inspire others to dare to do the same.